Hi, I'm Al Sutherland with your Mesonet Weather Report. Hot enough? Our heat has been tragically brutal. A graph of Kingfisher Mesonet daily highs and lows as of July ended and August began tells the story of what we have been dealing with. The last full week in July, from the 22nd to the 28th, daytime high temperatures at Kingfisher floated between 100 and 110 degrees. That hot week was trumped by the next, July 29th to August 4th. As we entered August, Kingfisher recorded 6 days in a row with highs at or above 110 degrees, and nighttime lows climbed into the 80s. As our heat peaked, tragically fires broke out to devastate areas across the state. We thank Oklahoma's professional and volunteer firefighters that work so hard in so much heat to keep Oklahoma's fire tragedy from spreading even more. As we started this week, our Kingfisher graph shows how high and low temperatures dropped a notch. Finally, a little relief. On Monday of this week, the Oklahoma Mesonet launched a new Mesonet Agriculture section. Mesonet Agriculture introduces a new farm monitor. Now on one page, you can check Mesonet data, forecast, and agriculture advisors for a single Mesonet site. The page has a new wind vane to show wind direction and sliders for the agriculture products. Click on the slider dots to see index values. Let us know what you think of this new Mesonet Agriculture tool. Gary, how has all of this heat impacted our drought conditions?
Thanks, Al. And despite our recent rainfall, I'm afraid drought is still the big story here in the state of Oklahoma. Those wildfires we've experienced recently only serve to exemplify just how bad that drought has gotten. So let's start off with a look at the latest U.S. Drought Monitor report. Extreme to exceptional drought now covers virtually the entire state of Oklahoma, with that D4 or exceptional drought now extending from up in west central Kansas all the way down into central Oklahoma. Once again, the reasons are pretty simple. We just haven't gotten enough rainfall starting 3 or 4 months ago. Take a look at this Oklahoma Mesonet map. Total rainfall since May 1st, you can see much of northern Oklahoma has had between 2 to 5 inches. Take a look down there at Norman with only 3.4 inches, which locally is very low. The Mesonet percentage of normal rainfall map shows that much of the state has had between 20 to 60% of normal rainfall over that same period. And up in northwestern Oklahoma, even less than 20% of normal. That's where that D4 exceptional drought originated in the state. As a reminder, this is what the drought monitor map looked like back on May 15th, before the flash drought started to develop. We were just beginning to dry out pretty well across the state, with a little bit of abnormally dry beginning to creep up from southwestern Oklahoma and down from the northwest. Those other areas, of course, were in drought that whole period. This soil moisture graph from the Norman Mesonet site shows how that flash drought developed. You can see the red line is the 5 centimeter soil moisture. It goes up and down with each rainfall, and those rainfalls occurred in early May and early June. Now the yellow line is the soil moisture down at 25 centimeters. It improved with the mid-June rainfall. The green line is the soil moisture down at 60 centimeters. It never improved at all. So that moisture from those rains never percolated deep down into the soil. And then of course after the rains ended, those soil moisture graph lines flattened out really quickly. That is when the drought developed, and that is indicative of a flash drought. That's it for this time. We'll see you next time on the Mesonet Weather Report.